match number 3 would see 4 Essex Rescue favourites go at it in tag team action, as the pairing of the cousins Brad O'Brien and Sammy H would take on Danny Haines and Ollie Peace. Not seen as the Peace character in ages. Now, Sammy H and Ollie would start this one with an even exchange of holds, and then Ollie would go to work on the arm, gain a near fall. He'd then head up top, hit a double axe handle to Sammy H before Danny Haines and Brad O'Brien would get into the match, and O'Brien would actually slap Haines before Haines would slap him back. Those had to hurt. They did not hold back on them. O'Brien would then hit the scoop slam on Haines before starting to bend the rules. He'd hit a suplex. The referee would get distracted by O'Brien, and Sammy H would unleash a brutal attack on Haines. Eventually, Peace and Haines would get back into it, hitting some double team maneuvers and a wishbone on Sammy H, followed up by a double elbow drop, and Sammy H would head to the outside. Danny Haines would follow him. Brad O'Brien would manage to distract him, allowing Sammy H to hit a baseball slide, and then back inside the ring, Sammy H would hit a swanton bomb to Haines for a near fall. Sammy H and O'Brien would then hit a double team faceplant on Haines before O'Brien would hit the diving knee for a near fall. Again, some more referee distractions as O'Brien would look to choke before hitting a German suplex. Ollie Peace would jump in, but Danny Haines would just get beaten down at this point. Danny Haines would get back into it. He'd look to make the tag, but Sammy H would pull Peace from the apron, and then O'Brien and Sammy H would hit the flatliner drop kick combo for a near fall as Ollie would manage to break up the count. Brad O'Brien would go for a moonsault, but straight into Haines's knees, and then Peace would receive the hot tag, hit a second turnbuckle drop kick to Brad O'Brien, and then Haines and Peace would hit cutters to Sammy H and O'Brien to pick up the victory in this hard-fought, evenly matched tag team contest. Wow, what a match it was. Absolutely fantastic tag team action from these two great tag teams. Brad O'Brien, Sammy H, as I say, first time seeing them tag up together, but my God, it was just there. They worked. It was so fluid. It was like they'd always been together. The family ties obviously probably do help, having grown up wrestling together. But what a great pairing they could be, one for the future. Danny Haines and Ollie Peace worked very well together. Can tell they've linked up before, and they certainly came away with a very hard fought, well deserved victory in this match. Anyway, if you ever get a chance to see any of these 4 fantastic talents in action, I thoroughly recommend you do so for yourselves.